So today we're going to talk about real estate appointment setting for investor and the script that you have to have when you're doing that job, okay? Hi guys, it's me again, VA Jessie, and welcome back to my channel. To those who are new here, my name is VA Jessie, and I provide work from home tips, sales and phone skills improvement techniques, and also talk about any information that can help you become a better virtual assistant. So if you're new in my channel and if you want to get more work from home tips, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you will be updated on the new videos that I'll be creating. So today we're going to talk about real estate appointment setting for investor and the script that you have to have when you're doing that job, okay? In our last video, we talked about real estate appointment setting and what are the job roles and what are job responsibilities and how are you going to be able to qualify a lead, all right? Now today we're going to talk about what kind of script can you use to ensure that you get the information that you have to have, and how are you going to be able to ask the things that you have to ask, okay? Now what I'm sharing today is my personal script that I am using, and it's been proven effective, but again, what's effective for me may not be effective for you, so it's just up to you if you're going to use my style, all right? But it's just pretty straightforward kind of script. Right now I'm going to give you what kind of call flow you should be expecting, okay? And if you can role play with your family or friends, please do that, because it's definitely going to help you. Nothing is more effective than role playing if you really want to master the script. One thing also, these questions that I'll be posting here, or the script that I'll be sharing with you, it's more effective for me, especially if you were if when I was beginning, to follow the script and not deviate from it and not ask it the way you want to ask it, okay? I know that if you are coming from a call center, or if you are the type of person who wants to do it free flow, you want to like ask it your way, but I would suggest that you use the script first if it's your first time to do real estate appointment setting, all the more if it's your first time to work from home, because real estate is such a broad topic, and I experienced it myself when I asked the questions the way I wanted to. I just brought myself to a place that I didn't want to be, you know what I'm saying? Because then it will bring up more questions that I don't know the answer to, which could lead to having the appointment falls through, okay? So I suggest, if you are going to make calls, just follow the script. Make sure that you deliver it, even if you're reading it verbatim, make sure that you deliver it, okay? You deliver it as if you're not reading it. So let's begin. Real estate appointment setting, script training. By the way, if you want to watch the first video I created, I'm going to have the link below in the description. So if you want to watch it, please do, because you wouldn't be able to follow this script training if you didn't watch the first video, okay? For the opening, hello, I'm looking for Christian. I know this call is out of the blue, but I was just calling about the property I believe you own on 123 Main Street. And you have to pause after asking that 123 Main Street. You don't really have to say the entire address, because if the person is the owner, they already know the address, right? So a property I believe you own in 123 Main Street, and then pause. The pause is very important for me, because if I pause, then I would be able to gauge their reaction after I said the first few lines. If they're not interested, they would have hung up, and I wouldn't have wasted my time or my voice pitching, right? If they're interested, then I will hear it, okay? They could you could sense it on the way they respond after you say the address or when you pause, all right? And then you'd say, I just wanted to see if you would consider getting a cash offer. excuse the and, it shouldn't be there. I just wanted to see if you would consider getting a cash offer for your property there. And then they'd be like, yes, how much will you give me? Or they could say no. All right. Again, this is very important, the way you ask it. I just wanted to see if you would consider getting a cash offer for your property there. Right there and then, you are getting their attention by saying cash offer. They would either say yes or no. They would either say yes, that they are interested to hear a cash offer, or no, that they're not interested with it. So if they say yes, you say, okay, great. Well, we purchase properties cash. We pay all the closing costs, and there are no real estate commissions. And the best part is, we buy it as is condition, so you don't have to put another set into your property. So for an offer like that, how much would you consider selling for? Very straightforward. You're already asking for the asking price here, all right? Or they could say no, and you say, I completely understand. Do you have any properties that you would consider selling? So if they ask you, so how much will you give me? All right, this is what you will be saying. Great. My acquisition manager runs all the numbers and will give you a call to discuss the actual offer. What is the best time for him to come over at the property and meet you? Would tomorrow at 1 p.m. be okay? Or 4 p.m. is better? All right. So basically, if they ask you, or if they say yes to your whatever you said here earlier, right? Here, when you said this, okay, how much will you consider selling for? If they say the amount of money, for example, if they say $100,000, okay, great. Then you will move forward to the next one. Great. My acquisition manager runs all the numbers and will give you a call to discuss the actual offer. What is the best time for him to come over at the property and meet you? Would tomorrow at 1 p.m. be okay? Or 4 p.m. is better? Okay. Why? You have to ask an open-ended question so they wouldn't have a chance to say no, all right? And you are becoming assumptive here. If they're asking you, so how much are you going to give me? What is the actual offer? That's your answer. You know what? I would love to answer that, but my acquisition manager runs all the number and will give you a call tomorrow, and will give you a call to discuss the actual offer. What is the best time for him to come over at the property and meet you? So you have to control the conversation and ask that question. Even if they ask you, how much are you gonna give me? Numerous times you cannot answer that. Only your client or your acquisition manager can answer it, okay? With this question, would tomorrow at 1 p.m. be okay, or 4 p.m. is better? You're actually giving them two options. If they're not good with that, they will give you another one, another set of time that they'll be available for. Then if they agree, say for example, they say 4 p.m. is better. Okay, fantastic. So I just wanted to confirm your name is John Smith, right? Yes. And your address is 123 Main Street. Uh-huh. And your phone number that I got here is 123-456-78910. Is that right? Yep. Do you have an alternative number to where we could reach you out if we don't reach you here? Nope. And I'm going to send you my information about our team, so at least you have it. And also, I would love to, send you my acquisition manager's phone number. So what is the best email address for me to send that to? And then the client will give it to you. All right. Now the next topic would be how we're going to be able to ask the four pillars question. Remember, in order for you to pre-qualify the lead, you have to have at least 2 out of the 4 pillar questions. Okay. What you'll be saying is, so for example, you've already set the appointment, and then you already have client's information. You can transition to, so John, to evaluate the property better, I'd like to ask a few questions about the property, if that's okay. Great. Now, in order for you to know the condition of the property, you have to ask this question. So just out of curiosity, John, have you done any major remodeling to the kitchen and the bathrooms in the last 5 years? And then wait for the answer. No, I haven't. Okay. And how's the AC unit and the roof? I think they're fine. Okay, great. And is it a 3-bedroom and a 2-bathroom house? Again, this information, remember I told you how to use Zillow to get the information. Sometimes you can see the number of bedrooms and bathrooms on Zillow. Let me show you again. If you go to Zillow, for example, this is the address, right? If you put in a specific address on Zillow, okay, on Google, if you put that in, it would show you different address and different results, but you want to go to zillow.com and click that link so that it will route you to a public record of or information about the property. So here you can see how much the estimate is, how many bedrooms and bathrooms it has, and how many square feet. So that's what you will be using for this information. While you're talking to the lead, you already know the number of bedrooms and bathrooms they have. All right. Next is timeline. So how are you going to answer timeline? You know what, John? We usually close the transaction in 14 to 30 days. Does that work for you? Yeah, sure. Okay, perfect. And then you have to ask, this is the motivation thing. So John, if you were to sell this home, where would you move to next? Would you stay local or would you move out of town? Would you move out of town? So you're asking the person if they are going to purchase another property or if they're moving out of town, relocating, right? And whatever their answer is, as long as you have it, right? As long as it's not the ones I mentioned in the past that are not qualified, like for example they're just curious about the price, they want to get a ridiculous amount of cash offer, not realistic stuff like that. Okay, I'll discuss more later about what kind of bad lead, how would you know if it's a bad lead. All right, now if it's a good lead, as mentioned in the previous video, it could be vacant, inherited, foreclosed, divorced, behind on payments, or elderly, and many other information. You can watch on my previous video what each of the bullets mean. So please watch the other video so at least you would be able to keep up. Now, how are you going to ask the asking price? So you have owned it for a while, John, right? What do you think it is worth? And then you pause. Or maybe you could also ask, how much are you looking for, John? If I can get you a cash offer as is, right? What is the best price if we pay all the closing costs and there are no real estate commissions? So basically you're emphasizing that your client or your acquisition manager will be offering a cash offer, and then you just need to find out how much will be their bottom price. Okay, you can even ask that, how much is your bottom price, John? If they give you a number, is that still negotiable, John? So you just need to ask a follow-up question. So what do you consider a bad lead? A bad lead is someone that wants to sell above retail, right? Let's go back to my example. For example, sorry about that. For example, the other property that I mentioned earlier, which is this one, the Scotton Street property. The asking price is $262, and if they're asking for $500, then that's above retail price. Okay, so that's not a very good lead. It's also not a very good lead if the person just finished remodeling their house. So that means they would be asking for a higher price because they invested money on the house. They just remodeled some stuff, and they would most likely want to get the return of investment. So the house is in pristine condition, so it's not a good lead. Remember, in my previous video, your client would like to get something that's a fixer upper. Okay, so your client wanted to get something that is needing repairs. Okay, now next, someone who didn't think about selling until you called. It's not a good lead because then they're just testing the waters. They're not really intending to sell until you call. Some of these people might just be playing with you. So make sure that you ask the right questions to identify if they're really interested in selling. And also someone saying everything is for sale at the right price. You would already know that this kind of lead is just wanting to get an above retail price, sometimes even 10 times the market value of the property. So you need not to waste your time and your client's time on this kind of lead. Lastly, someone who does not have at least one of the 4 pillars of pre-qualifying. So if you do not have at least one, okay, out of the 4 pillars, then you don't really have a good lead. like if you don't know the motivation, if you don't know the condition of the property, you don't know the asking price, you don't even know when they'll be moving, you basically don't know anything. Just aside from the name and the address, it's not a good lead. Your client would just be disappointed with you, so do not submit it. Okay, that's about it for now for the script script of the real estate appointment setting for investors. The next topic that we're gonna have is real estate appointment setting for realtors. So it's gonna be a lot more complicated than this one, so it will be a longer type of video or more series for that tutorial. But I hope that this video today and the other video that I uploaded about the roles of a real estate virtual assistant for an investor helped you identify if this is a service that you can offer the client, or if this is something that matches your skills as a freelancer. Okay, again, that's about it for today. Thank you so much for staying with me until the end. Again, my name is Jessie, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button if you like this video, and share it to your friends and family, and also comment down below if you have any questions. Follow me on my Facebook page and like it, VA Jessie Work From Home Tutorial. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe. Bye.